What's up everyone, welcome back to another episode on the Factory Flare SMP. Last episode, I made the outline of a drill and laid down a foundation for my iron farm. It's going to be a small iron farm, not a very big one. It's better than the 0 iron we're producing now, so once we get the iron farm up and running, we can craft some components that we need for the drill, and then we'll be able to use the drill. I laid out an outline over here. I'm going to do a little bit of terraforming to make my base area look better. This area will all be filled in with grass, and then down here on the side I'm going to have stone and stone bricks like over there to kind of make like a wall right there, and then there's going to be a road or pathway coming from over there, going over there, and then continuing past here over there. Right now, I don't have much materials, and I'm going to need belts, some power, water wheels, and brass funnels specifically, which means to make a brass funnel, you need electron tubes. And like I said last episode, I have no quartz. So I'm going to go grab some quartz from the nether, and then I'll grab some other materials, and I'll get started on the iron farm. What's up guys, before we build the iron farm, I would like to introduce 3 more members of the SMP. We have TV Dude right here, 12 Lewis, and Stocks. Now Stocks and TV, they both have a YouTube channel, and they are going to be posting videos. I will link their channel in the description. Lewis, he does not have a YouTube channel, but he's still gonna play, so welcome to the SMP.
Yo!
So, after I just looked back at my footage, I realized I was not recording any of what I just did, but I'll just do an overview. I got back from Nether, I got some quartz, I crafted it into regular rose quartz, and then polished it with some sandpaper, and then for the iron farm, I'm going to need about 5 brass funnels. I'll put the materials up on the screen for you right now. Then, so I need some iron sheets, which I believe I have here to make the electron tubes. So iron sheets and electron tubes. That is 5 electron tubes, and then the funnels, I need dried kelp and some brass, which I have in my backpack. So I have 2, 4, and 6. That should be enough funnels for everything I need to do. And then I do have some extra electron tubes for the deployer that I need to put on my drill. And then I'm going to make another deployer that I can swap out with this press, because I'm going to need to make some precision mechanisms, because I also need a rotational speed controller for my iron farm over here, because without it, it would just be really slow and only generate like 1 ingot an hour, which of course I need more than 1 ingot an hour. So I guess for now, I will go ahead and get all of the other ingredients for the iron farm, and then I'll do a time lapse of me building it. Okay, now it is finally time to make the rotation speed controller. I made a brass hand and crafted a deployer to put, I just swapped it out from my press and put it above the depot. And now all I need to do is put a cogwheel, large cogwheel, and iron nugget in the deployer's hand 5 times. So 1 time each on a gold sheet. So all we have to do now is put the iron nugget. And we have our first precision mechanisms. So we got the complex curiosities achievement, and now if we put the precision mechanism on top of a brass casing, we will get the rotation speed controller, which is finally the last thing we need to make the iron farm. But before we do the iron farm, I think this area needs a little bit of work, specifically filling in this top layer of grass, and then putting some stone on the side, and fixing up this area over here. So I'm going to do a quick time lapse of me doing that, and then we'll get into building the iron farm. Hey guys, Future Blazy here. Sadly, the time lapse recording of the iron farm did not work. Something went wrong with my replay mod, so I won't be able to show the time lapse, but enjoy the rest of the video. So after that time lapse with the schematic cannon, I put the water wheels back here to power it. There's some water down below. I filled up the top of here with some I waterlogged the drills and then put lava here to make the cobblestone. And as soon as I get enough iron to make a third drill, I will put another one here to increase how fast it makes iron. So how it works, the gravel or cobble gets broken up here and gets milled down into gravel, which will end up in these chests. The chests will then end up here, which will get washed by those fans below into flint and iron nuggets. The flint then gets thrown out here, while the iron nuggets go into this basin. Once this reaches 9 nuggets, the press will press it into an ingot, and they will all end up in this chest. Now, I need a lot of iron for a lot of stuff, so I'm going to AFK at this iron farm overnight, and then when I come back tomorrow, I'm going to build a building around it, and then finally set up my drill. So I'll see you guys when I come back tomorrow. Now, one day later, and we have a little over 9 stacks of iron. So with that, we can expand our drill machine a lot more. We can make some rails for it to run on. We need to put a deployer up in here, and then make a minecart, possibly a furnace minecart, and then we can finally go mining with a drill machine and get some resources planned for some other stuff. I crafted some of the things I will need to make the drill, including the minecart and cart assembler. So if I put all of these down, that shouldn't do that. And then the deployer will go right here to place the rails down in front of the minecart. And I made some more drills, so now we can have a bigger drill, and we'll get more stuff for mining. And we do need some storage on the back, so everything doesn't just go everywhere. The only thing left to do is glue it all, and I don't think I have any slime balls. And to make glue, super glue, you need 2 slime balls, an iron sheet, and an iron nugget. But if you bulk color dough, if you bulk color dough with lime dye, you get a slime ball. Oh, I think I got some slime balls from trial chambering, so I guess we have some there. I will make some iron sheets with the press, and there we go. We got some super glue. What we have to do now is glue everything on the drill together, like so. Glue the drills together, the chests, and this block right here. Then the cart assembler attaches to this block, and as long as everything else is attached to this with the super glue, it should all assemble into one. If I set the deployer to rails, and then when I power this cart assembler, I will get the drill. I'm back with the lever, and now when I power the cart assembler, everything picks up, and I can just take the whole thing. And, well, actually, if I take some rails and place it back down, when I put some rails in here, and then make it a contraption again, this should start going forwards, and it does. And you can see the plow will pick up the rails behind me. Oh. That should not do that. Hold on, guys, I'll fix it. So, all I changed here is I made this part longer. So now there are 2 rails in front of the deployer, and this will have more rail, so there will always be 2 rails on either side of the minecart, so it won't fall off. Now if I test it, oh, I forgot to glue it. If I test it again and push it forwards, it should just keep going. And as you can see, oh, you've got to be kidding me. So I think the main problem was I was doing it in chunks that were claimed, but now that I have unclaimed it, you can see it works perfectly. The mechanical plow right here will pick up all of the rails, and it's gonna fall in a hole. But the drills here drill out all the blocks in front of it. So now I think what we can do, it's time for a drill mining montage. So we are back from the mining trip. Now it wasn't a big one, it was kind of just a test to see like if the drill worked or not and make sure it does. I need to add a deployer in the front that will place down dirt in front of the deployer that places down the rails, so that way it basically automatically bridges and it won't fall in a hole like it did last time. But the other purpose that drill had was to get some cobblestone for all of the roofs and slabs we need for the building for the iron farm. Now I believe Owen, he made an iron farm too, right over there. He has a building, and the gravel just comes out the bottom, gets washed, and then turns into iron. Now my building, unlike his, it's a brick building with cobblestone roof and some other stuff, but I have nearly none of these materials, so I'm going to go get those real quick and I will be right back. Hey guys, Future Blazy here. I just wanted to say something went wrong when I was recording this part and my mic didn't get recorded, so this is going to be a voiceover, and pretty much all of the sound from here is also going to be a voiceover. But you can see here I managed to get all the materials for the iron farm building, and it's almost ready. So let's hop into a quick time lapse and see it get built. After that time lapse, you can now see we have a great looking building right behind me. It's a lot better than just an open building or no building than it used to be. We have the fans right here. There's a little air conditioning for the outside with some pipes coming down on the side. A little roof for the water wheels to make it look a little better. We don't have much on the back right now, but I might add a picture or some more crate components on the back right there. There's not much on this side either, but I might add something later. You never know. Overall, the building looks pretty good. On the inside, it still works perfectly well like the normal iron farm. And we've actually gotten a lot of iron recently. I've been AFK. We have almost 2,000 if you look at the top right there. Now, something I haven't actually done recently, I haven't gone around and looked at other people's builds. I've been focusing on the iron farm, and Owen, Lewis, Stocks, those people have made some pretty cool builds, like Owen's house right here. So I'm gonna go check out his house. On the inside, this is the first floor. He made a little workshop with a water spout, I guess, with some stairs leading upstairs. I guess up here he just has a bed, and then there's the bridge leading across from his balcony over to my base area. In this section over here, I believe this is where TV Dude, Stocks, and Lewis live for now. They have a pretty nice starter base with a farm up here. There's some carrots, tomatoes, and wheat. It looks like they have some livestock over here, a few cows, a ton of sheep, and I think there are some chickens in there. Over here they do have an enchanting table set up. I might use that, just don't tell them. And then a little basic area over here with some chests and furnaces with some looter chests. Over here is the back of Owen's base. He must have made a drill too, it looks like. He's doing some terraforming right now. We'll have to see how that looks later. But behind me is Owen's iron farm. It seems like the gravel gets washed outside in this little pond area, actually. The stone gets mined up here, falls down into the water, and then gets washed, and then into those funnels, it seems like, that must go down and turn into iron, and it just comes up right here. Over in this area, this is Blob space. Looks like he made a staircase right here, and that looks like an elevator. I wonder where it goes. Lava pool and deep slate cave. Let's see what the deep slate cave is. Oh, this is the cave I was at earlier. Pretty cool elevator instead of having to dig down. What's the lava pool? Oh, it's just a small lava pool. I don't know what else I expected it to be. Back up at the ground floor, I think if you turn left right here, there are some stairs down to his base. Looks like he's building a house or something down there. He has a little cave right here with, that's a gingerbread man? I guess his name is Gilbert right there on the side. He also has a cooking pot, it seems like. That's part of the Farmer's Delight mod, making some chicken soup. That's actually a really good food source. What? He has a toll bridge right here? 1 ingot to pass the I guess you're not allowed to go past unless you put or give him an ingot. And it says no boats prohibited and no swimming, so I guess you gotta pay if you don't want to break his rules. He has a little farm over here with some Farmer's Delight crops and just normal Minecraft crops too. And it does seem like he is building a house. I will have to come back later and see what it looks like once he's done. I think that's going to be it today for this episode. We got some stuff done, not as much as I would have liked to, but we did get the iron farm done. I'm not sure what we're going to do next episode, but what I do know is up here in the house, it is quite cluttered with all these chests. So we're going to have to find a way to deal with that. I believe in Create Mod Post-Production, they added a new storage system. So next episode, we will probably mess around with that. I know some stuff that they added, like the stock stuff with the stock links and stock tickers, and then the packager and package frog port. The frogs actually look kind of cute. But that's for next episode. I will see you guys later. Bye-bye now.